Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo's 90-day fiancé journey may not be truly over. The roller coaster relationship between 90-Day Fiancé stars Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo continues to draw attention, even after major changes in both of their lives. Despite all signs pointing toward a separation, there are lingering ties between the two, especially financial ones, that may keep them connected for years to come. A look back, Jasmine and Gino's beginning. Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo first became part of the 90-Day Fiancé universe during Before the 90 Days Season 5. Their connection started online during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when travel restrictions made in-person meetings difficult. Once borders began reopening, Gino, who hails from Michigan, traveled to Jasmine's home country of Panama to meet her face-to-face. While they clearly had chemistry, their relationship was also filled with intense disagreements and constant challenges. Despite these, they got engaged during Before the 90 Days Season 6 and began working toward Jasmine's move to the U.S. on a K-1 visa. By 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, Jasmine had officially moved to America, and in June 2023, the two tied the knot. Their wedding took place after a series of ups and downs that had viewers questioning whether they were truly compatible. The turbulence didn't stop with marriage. It carried over into 90 Day, the last resort Season 2, where the couple sought professional help to resolve their long-standing issues. Relationship therapy didn't fix their problems. During their time on the last resort, Jasmine and Gino underwent relationship therapy, which introduced them to new ideas in hopes of saving their marriage. One of the more controversial suggestions, offered by therapist Reva Corin Thomas, was the idea of an open relationship. While the intention was to help them better understand each other's needs and perhaps strengthen their bond, the idea ended up creating even more division. Jasmine had already grown close to a man named Matt Brannis, whom she had met at the gym. Her behavior around Matt during the show, including a phone call shared with other cast members where she appeared very excited, created concern among fans. When Jasmine eventually proposed the open relationship concept to Gino, it didn't sit well with him. From his perspective, the request felt unexpected and unbalanced, especially since Jasmine already had someone in mind. Though Gino initially resisted, he ultimately agreed to try the arrangement in the hope of maintaining peace between them. They recommitted to each other in the final therapy ceremony, but it didn't take long for cracks to resurface. Jasmine's shocking announcement at the tell-all. The biggest twist came during the last resort tell-all, when Jasmine revealed she was expecting a baby, and the child was not Gino's. This news sent shockwaves through fans of the series, especially considering the couple had once discussed having children together. Gino had expressed a desire to grow their family, but Jasmine had previously voiced reservations about becoming pregnant again. Her pregnancy revelation raised questions about what kind of relationship Jasmine and Gino truly had at the time. Many wondered whether the boundaries of their open relationship were clearly defined and respected. While Jasmine appeared confident and composed, the news left viewers and Gino with more questions than answers. Despite this major development, Jasmine and Gino are still legally married, which brings up significant implications for both of them, especially when it comes to finances. The legal and financial complications of their marriage. Because Jasmine entered the U.S. on a K-1 visa with Gino as her sponsor, he remains legally responsible for her for a total of 10 years, even if they separate or divorce. This agreement is part of the affidavit of support signed during the immigration process, which essentially guarantees that the sponsor will financially support the immigrant to prevent them from becoming dependent on government assistance. Although Gino is not legally obligated to support Jasmine's new child, since he is not the biological father, his financial responsibilities toward Jasmine herself remain in effect for now. Neither Jino nor Jasmine has publicly shared detailed information about their current financial arrangement. However, viewers of the show know that Jino played a significant financial role in Jasmine's life for years. He helped her maintain a comfortable lifestyle in Panama, covered expenses related to her move to the U.S., and supported her career aspirations. Jasmine's financial independence. Is she working? Since receiving her green card, Jasmine has been eligible to work in the U.S. She has built a small online presence through platforms such as Cameo and OnLifeNs, and has promoted a vegan protein product. In addition, Jasmine has monetized her fame from 90 Day Fiancé through content creation and influencer deals on social media. Before moving to the U.S., Jasmine worked as a teacher. While it's unclear if she's pursued any traditional employment opportunities in America, she has mentioned income streams connected to her reality TV fame. With a newborn in her life, Jasmine's priorities may have shifted. She has not been very vocal recently about her current work status or income. However, she appears to maintain her online presence, which likely continues to generate some level of income. Are legal proceedings on the horizon? Speculation about a potential legal dispute between Jasmine and Jino began after Jasmine made a public statement implying that Jino had brought her to the U.S. for financial reasons. She later added, "I don't have to prove anything, I'll prove it in court," which led many to believe that legal proceedings may be in the works. At this time, there is no confirmation of any court dates or legal actions filed by either party. However, given their ongoing marital status and financial ties, it would not be surprising if legal matters arise in the future. If Jasmine is seeking a financial settlement or support from Jino, those details would need to be worked out legally, especially since their situation involves immigration-related agreements. The status of Jasmine's children in Panama. Another factor that complicates Jasmine's situation is her children, who currently remain in Panama. Viewers learned that Jasmine was under the impression that her children were included in her original visa application. However, Jino had not listed them, which meant a separate process would be required to bring them to the U.S. At one point, Jino said he would help sponsor the children's applications. But now, with their relationship strained and Jasmine's focus shifted to her new family, it's unclear whether that plan is still in motion. Jasmine has said that she is determined to bring her children to the U.S., and even hinted at returning to Panama if she cannot make it happen. There has been no public indication that Jino is still involved in efforts to bring the children to the U.S., which may be understandable given the current state of their marriage. It is likely that Jasmine will need to find a new path forward if she still hopes to reunite with her children in the States. What comes next for Jasmine and Jino? Jasmine and Jino's story is far from over, even if their romantic relationship appears to have ended. Their shared history, legal obligations, and the visibility they've gained from 90 Day Fiancé mean that their lives will continue to intersect in some way. Jino may be taking steps to move on, but as long as he remains legally connected to Jasmine through immigration sponsorship, his involvement in her life may continue. Whether or not they formally separate, they will likely need to navigate financial, legal, and possibly personal discussions in the future. Jasmine, now adjusting to motherhood in a new country, has several paths ahead of her. She could pursue full financial independence through work and content creation, or continue to seek support if she believes it is legally or morally owed to her. Much depends on how things evolve between her and Jino, and whether they choose to finalize their separation or attempt to work things out again. For fans of the franchise, Jasmine and Jino's journey is one of the most layered and dramatic in recent memory. It touches on love, trust, immigration, finances, and the challenges of building a relationship under intense public scrutiny. Whether the two continue their story on screen or not, there's no doubt that they remain key figures in the 90 Day Fiancé universe.